Then a little later, I had another dream. And I just remember just one little snippet of it. But I was talking with a guy, and this guy brought up in conversation, I don't know how it was, but he brought up in conversation this thing about teaching kingdom theology. And he made light of it. And I come out and I say to him, well, I believe in kingdom theology. And he was like, well, yeah, really? Well, you know. But I go to, and he says, well, you know, so I want to tell him about it, but I can't. It's like all of a sudden, it's like I don't know where to start. You know, it's like I don't know where to start with the whole thing. I just say I don't have time to really go into this with you. And I kind of halfway wake up from that, and all of a sudden I'm sitting laying there thinking, and all of a sudden I just start. Stuff just goes off on me. I just start like all of a sudden I'm just starting off from right. If I was confronting a person, it's just like I'm just like dumping a load of this stuff right out. It's just pouring out of me, just pouring out of me. And I just realized, you know, after that, I just realized how much we're carrying. And how much that's ready to explode out of us. But we've got to, you know, be in that place of preparation and let it go. And again, going back to this thing, I know that thing I had before was this thing, this iniquity being cut off. The Lord's been dealing with me with that thing, and I'm cutting it, seeing it cut off. But the enemy wanted to come back in this dream and really plant this stuff in there. And I know it's being cut off. I've been having so much more freedom lately in dealing with that whole thing that I know the Lord's cutting it off. But the enemy's trying to make it cling on, you know. And I know what's going on. So I'm aware of that. And the Lord was just showing me after that, you know, you're carrying so much. Just let it go. You just let it go. And what Kai brought this morning, that was really, really good, Kai. Because there's something I also wanted to express in that. About that effectual working, it says in that Ephesians verse, it says, when I was made a minister, according to the gift of grace God gave to me by the effectual working of His power. That effectual working of His power, effectual actually means efficient working. His power is not wasted in us. He puts that in us, and that is a power that's going to be used in a proficient way. There's no wasting of that power. It's going to efficiently be working. And you go on down that verse 20, and you find out why it is, because now to Him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. That's that efficient power. Because it's working efficiently, He blesses and does all this terrific stuff through us, because that is an efficient working that's taking place of His power. And I'm just realizing, you know, God's planted that in us. And it's not going to be wasted. It's going to, that power that we're carrying is going to be efficiently brought out, and it's going to affect it. It's going to is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think. And you know, it's just like this thing. I wanted to bring it out at that moment. I couldn't even begin to bring it out at that moment. But I know it's sitting there ready to just explode, and almost like you say, vomit on the person. What it is, because after I came halfway awake to think about that, and I thought, I just went into this thing and set that person right in front of me. And it's just like I just started dumping so much. I knew where to start, I knew where to go with it, and I knew exactly how I was going to hit that person at that moment. And that's just what God's doing. He's got that thing loaded up within us, just to let go and dump it out there, and He will bring it out in that efficient manner. To do the work.
It has to be in that way. It will absolutely amaze us, because that word power is the dunamis. That's the divine nature of God. That's what's in us. That's the power within us. And as it comes forth, it can't help but come forth. And as it comes forth, I think it will absolutely astound us as well.
It's going to just really rock people. It's like,